Hello, my angry nerds! Welcome to your daily dose of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. My name is Fanboy, and we have a doozy. We have a DreamHack qualifying game between this player, that is Zerg, totally. She is in the purple, I want to say. She's purple. She is also named Scarlett. And she is in the top right-hand corner. And her opponent today is going to be none other than Semper as our yellow Terran. So we're going to see what exactly happens between both of these players. It's sure to be a very interesting, very fun game to watch. Both of these players are very well known for their macro play. Scarlett can do macro or end it with cheese. I've seen both. She's very good at both styles of game. She was held as the new wave of foreigner players when she came onto the scene. She marched onto the scene and pretty much wiped everybody from the board. And then she kind of disappeared for a little while. And then came back with a very strong, very strong and willed presence on the professional scene of Starcraft. So she has a spawning pool on the way, and Semper, our lovely Terran, has a Reaper on the way. So it's a Reaper expand, as you can see. So, what the? Scarlett is doing something that she likes to do. In a lot of games, she likes to triple expand. This opening right here is kind of vulnerable. If Semper was doing a cheese play, she would be, well, pretty much dead. Let's just say that one. She would be ultimately dead. She only has 2 lings for defense. The only thing Semper is going to throw at her is a Reaper. Her queen's about to pop, so this Reaper is, let's say his days are kind of numbered. If that Reaper doesn't get the world on out of the world, let's just say that one. Spore Crawler thrown down pretty much right before that drone died. And if we can see, no workers killed, so that Reaper was pretty much a scouting unit, harassment unit. Took Scarlett's APM to fight that Reaper. Meanwhile, Semper has a factory, has 2 Hellions on the way. What the? Tech lab on the way. That's a pretty early tech lab. You don't normally see tech labs that early. And Starport on the way, so a 111 with an expansion behind it, or in the middle of it actually. Dual gas on the main, 1 gas in the natural. So we're gonna see. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that tech lab was for. It's most likely going to be for, yep, it is the Liberator. Liberators are extremely good. They can deny, well, scouting for the most part. Hellions doing a run by. Let's see if they got any drone kills. They only got 1 drone kill. There were 2 more. There they are. 2 more Hellions do come up. And they're going to see if they can roast any of these guys alive. Does get 2, I want to say. 3? Yes, 3. 3 drones. And both those, at least one of those Hellions do make it out alive. Was that completely worth it? Yeah, no. Semper was looking for more drone casualties, as you would say. But now that Scarlett has a good lean force, no speed quite yet that I know of, and 2 queens guarding the entrance, and a Spore Crawler randomly, we're gonna see if Scarlett can kind of hold out against this ongoing aggression. Because Semper's not done. Semper is making, well, Liberators. Good old Liberators. Going up to one more barracks. First Liberator is out and about. Second one is on its way. Actually, no, third one's on its way. This is the first one that rolled off the line. I think it killed an Overlord while it was going over here. But this Liberator can outrange this Spore Crawler. It sets up about, yeah, I don't know, right here. And it can cut this mirror line in half. So we're going to see that right now. 1 drone kill, 2 drone kills, 2 drone kills. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Another Liberator here. If that Queen isn't careful, that Queen could die. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. That Queen is dead. 2 more drones die. Another Queen is going to most likely bite the dust. 3 Queens are going to possibly bite the dust. Oh my god, that Liberator is just on fire right now. That Liberator just took out 3 Queens. 3 Queens does, I mean, yeah, 3 whole Queens and still killing drones. The drones can't mine here. They all have to go down to Scarlett's 4th. So that's an actual big deal. Semper scored brilliantly there, shutting down part of the natural and pretty much the whole entire 3rd. But it looks like Scarlett wants to kind of bring it back. There is 4 not lurkers, Ravagers. I always want to say Lurker. I don't know why. Lurker is my favorite unit in the game right now. Lurkers, if done well, are extraordinarily good. That Liberator can pretty much stay there for the rest of eternity, but 8 mutas are on the way. Spire, randomly out of nowhere. I didn't see the Spire go down, unfortunately, but you have Semper getting +1/+1 and stem on the way. No upgrade. What? No upgrades? I want to say, yeah, no upgrades for the mutas. That Liberator is going to be toast most likely. Yeah, that Liberator's dead. The other Liberator, I think, moved on. Yeah, the other Liberator's like, yeah, nope, not going to happen. I mean, Scarlett doesn't have to produce a lot of mutas to keep air dominance for the most part. These Liberators in small numbers cannot kill that many mutas. But that many Marines can kill that many mutas very, very easily. But it looks like Scarlett wants to do a Roach Ravager army composition with a couple mutas broke in there every once in a while. But here comes Semper. Semper wants to take out a lot of this creep. Did do that, but he needed to follow up with a couple more scans to get that accomplished. But 2 Marines on the right side and lots and lots and lots of tanks. Not enough infantry, I would say. But it looks like, oh my goodness. You have a infestor pit that's already done researching evolution, yeah, for, oh, what are they called? Damn it. No! Oh, bother. Oh, come on, Scarlett. Give me a... There we go. Infestors. There you go. I had to look for a larva. And I completely and utterly forgot the name of infestors. But Scarlett has a lot of roaches and a lot of Ravagers on the way. Very few mutas, but the mutas are more for just trying to keep air dominance. They're not there to... They can also harass. I think that's what they're doing. But good Lord Almighty, that is a choke point. That is a choke point for tanks. That is very, very much a choke point. And that gas geyser is pretty much dead, along with its drones. Ooh, nice fungal. Nice, very nice fungal. Raining down plasma from the Ravengers. All those Marines are pretty much dead. Another fungal on a huge, massive amount of Marines. These Marines are kind of just bunched up like nothing other. I don't know what Semper is thinking. Technically, there's no infestors in this little army group. So Semper could technically kill this group right here. Mutas are going to fly in, but there's just not enough of them. And there's not very many Marines for a lot of medevacs. So, I mean, it was a trade-off for a trade-off. But I think Scarlett came ahead on that one. She killed like 50% of Semper's army. That would be all those Marines. But it seems like Scarlett just wants to play the waiting game for the most part. She wants to expand. She wants to push her creep as far as she can. But that medevac needs to get the heck out of Dodge. But it seems like, for the most part, it's pretty settled down, I would say. That queen's almost dead. She'll start regenerating health very, very slowly. But that is a lot of infestors. That's what? 2, 4... What? 2, 4... 5. 5 so far. Those Marines are dead. But here comes one of the largest engagements that I've ever seen. Command structure being built, but Marines just going down after... They're melting. They're legitly melting. But that planetary fortress is very, very close to dying because they're not repairing them. Repair that planetary fortress. As long as that planetary fortress stays alive, it can very easily maintain that blockade. But, yeah. Scarlett, I think you need to go home. You need to go home. You need to go home, like, right now. And that's what she's doing. A small group of Marines with 2 medevacs in support. What they're going to try to do is, I have no idea. Clean up creep, maybe? Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're cleaning up creep. Queen, you don't want to head that way. Ooh, Queenie! Queenie dies. The ultimate queen has perished. But, oh, ultras. Glitched ultras. I did not see the ultra den coming down, but I did see the spire being transformed into a greater spire. So that means one thing. Broodlords. Lots and lots and lots of broodlords. Where is this? I'm trying to find... Ah, there you are. The lurker, or not lurker. I always want to say lurker. I want to see lurkers in every game. But Ultralist Den is here. But here comes a massive, massive attack. That command center is not going to be completed anytime soon. And no cancel. But ghosts are here. But the ghosts are just too little, too late, I think, for this major invasion of Scarlett's forces. But, I mean, that's a lot of infestors. The infestors need to go home because they're all going to pop. There goes all of them, for the most part. And one single muta. Semper, you can kill that muta if you really wanted to. I think it's the only muta that's left out of the whole flock that originally started the game. But, I mean, Scarlett's killed, what, 2 command centers now that are under construction? So, Semper is forced to use his original command center as his 4th. So, that's never good. That's never good at all. But, another queen just laying down creep as quickly as possible. And a lot of changelings. A lot of changelings. Yeah. The changelings kind of just don't really get noticed. But, yeah. For the most part, Semper is on the ropes. All those changelings dying. Oh my. I hate that noise. But for the most part, she is rebuilding her army. Quite a few infestors, lots of Ravengers, and 3 Broodlords are in production. So we're gonna see Broodlord action. Semper finally has a 4th, but is not mining from it at all. I mean, there goes 2 mules, but for the most part, that 4th is not being used. But just look at this creep. Look at all of this creep. This creep is just insane. And I'm sorry if I kind of just stay in the I'm gonna be zoomed out mode. It's not my fault. I like that mode more than I like being zoomed down. But for the most part, counterattack after counterattack is being repelled. We can take a look at how many workers have been killed on both sides, and it's almost even, 34 to 37. Worker supply right now is 73 to 59. Wow, that's a little over 10. So we're just... Scarlett's biding her time right now. For the most part, she is wanting to gather as big of an army as she can, to where she can just have overwhelming force at the last engagement. 3 attack is done. 3 armor for the Terran forces is being constructed now, and just these insane upgrades for all of Scarlett's units. And look at the freaking infestor count. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. That's a huge infestor count. I mean, there's more infestors than I think there are, like, roaches or ravengers. And look at all the broodlords. Here we go, people. The broodlords are attacking roaches, and ravengers are on the front lines now. So there's no planetary fortress here. And look at all those marines. They're all grouped up, just asking to be fungled. But it looks like possibly... I mean, the infestors are completely out of energy. If they run out of energy, the infestors are going to be the most vulnerable, along with the good old broodlords. But there are a couple of Ravengers here, maybe? Yeah, maybe? I think Scarlett's sounding the retreat. But that brave Viking is just like, I am not going to give up. I am going to kill every single one of these guys. I'm just not going to care. But that's a lot of infestarians. Don't... That's a lot of infestarians. Don't fly over them. That would not be a good idea. That would be a bad idea. But it looks like more and more corruptors are joining this force, so the small Viking count that Semper has is just going to be neglected. I mean, he only has 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10, and half of them are almost dead. So I think Semper knows that he's like literally biting the bullet. I mean, that's basically what's happening. So he is biting the bullet. So Scarlett knows that as long as she is patient, she can have this game in the bag for the most part. Because look at all these expansions. She's just droned like crazy. I mean, 45 workers to 53 killed. 74 workers out of 40 or 54. I mean, yes, somebody is dying somewhere. Ah, there we are. But it looks like that little drop's gonna be cleaned up by broodlords. So, I mean, Scarlett is so droned, it's not even funny. She can... I mean, at this point, she kind of wants to lose drones. She doesn't like to lose drones, but she can lose drones. Semper is trying to clean up this creep as much as humanly possible. But that creep tumor scathed with its life flashing in front of it. But it looks like Semper is going to try to make this happen. Wants to expand and move to the left side of the map while Scarlett moved to the right. You don't ever want to expand towards your opponent if you can help it. And I think she has Overlord speed. Yeah, she has Overlord speed. But here comes probably one of the last engagements. Scarlett wants to try to have the high ground, I want to say. But the Viking fleet is here. A lot of them do get pretty much just bungled pretty much immediately. But the small group of corruptors here are going to fend off the small Viking count. But, I mean, it's pretty much just game over. That planetary fortress is going to go bye-bye. Tanks are sieging up. But look at the Infestarians. Oh my goodness, the Infestarian spam. That's brutal. Marines are still alive, but the Marines are just fighting a losing battle. 2 Vikings do roll off, 3 Vikings roll off the line, it seems, and it just looks like Semper's on his last stand. I don't know if Scarlett knows about these 2 expansions. If she did, I'm pretty sure she would go kill them. But I guess not. Oh, there's a... Oh! Well, look at there! Semper actually killed one of Scarlett's expansions. I don't know if she actually cares all that much. She wants to clean up it to where she doesn't lose more and more and more and more expansions, but those Marines did do a valiant effort. They trimmed some of the infestors. Not all. I mean, there is still a ridiculous amount of infestors. And there's 2 what are they called? Oh my goodness, I can't spell. I can't read. I can't do a whole lot of things. But I don't know what they're called, damn it. But look at that surround. That surround from Scarlett is just amazing. And look at those fungals. Those fungals are just absolutely, utterly insane. Killing all those Marines pretty much one stop, one go. Large force of Marines do come up, but Semper does GG. And you have Scarlett as the winner. Scarlett's left the game. I don't know who's... Oslord has left the game, whoever the world that is. So, yeah, there you go. Silvertone has left the game. I know Silvertone. But, yeah. I mean, this was a very interesting, very, very fun game. If you guys like the game, Ultras, that's what they're called. Damn it. I cannot speak right sounds today. But if you guys liked the video, even though the cast wasn't the greatest on the planet, sorry to say, because I forgot the word Ultra for some odd, strange reason. If you want to support me, please leave a like at the bottom of the video. And if you have any positive or negative feedback, please leave it in my comment section. And if you would like to support me even more, please share the video and also subscribe to the channel. That would help me out a ton. I will see you guys in the next game. Bye for now.